Hello, nonfiction and STEM fans. This is Kirsten Larson. I am the author of Woodwire Wings, Emma Lillian Todd Invents an Airplane. And today I'm here with another nonfiction or STEM book review. And today I am so excited because I have positively fallen in love with Buzzing with Questions, The Inquisitive Mind of Charles Henry Turner. This is by Janice N. Harrington. It's illustrated by Theodore Taylor III. So there are a couple of things that made me absolutely fall in love with this book. The first is Janice Harrington's just poetic style. So I just want to read you the opening. Questions that itched like mosquito bites, questions that tickled like spider webs, questions you just couldn't shoo away. Questions hopped through Charles Henry Turner's mind like grasshoppers. His brain buzzed with questions about plants and animals and bugs. What a perfect way to begin a book about an entomologist. Such beautiful lyricism. So aside from the stunning writing, the other thing that I absolutely love about this biography is how it shows you how Charles Turner worked as a scientist. And I think this is really why I'm so drawn to picture book biographies, because I like learning how engineers and scientists work, how their minds work, and how they research the scientific questions that they have before him. And so there are several spreads in this book. I just want to come to one of the first ones, but they actually show you his experimental process. So they show you his experiments with spiders and trying to figure out whether spiders always weave the same web, or do they kind of adapt their webs to wherever they're building. And so this book steps you through the actual process that Charles Turner went through to discover this. And it talks about his experiments, how he had a jar that he put spiders in, and he would add different things to the jar, a piece of paper, an L-shaped tube, and then he would study the webs and see what kind of webs the spiders wove. That's not the only experiment that she details in the book. He also wonders, how do ants find their way back home? Well, to study that, he builds these little ant mazes. He moves things around, moves their nests, points ramps up and down, and then studies how the ants find their way back home. So this is a really fascinating book, I think, for showing students the mind of a scientist and how a scientist brainstorms questions and then designs experiments and then goes about conducting research and recording observations and then drawing conclusions. So I think this book, Buzzing with Questions, would be a great addition to the elementary science curriculum to help students work on science inquiry and to learn how to think like a scientist, which of course the next generation science standards requires. So I highly recommend this book.